What is going on, Headliner Nation? Jake, Fantasy Headliners. Hopefully everyone's doing well out there today. And boy, do I have a surprise for you here today. You get to watch daily videos on this channel with mostly myself, Kyle, the Doc, Chris Chouse. We're always dropping different topics, different opinions, backing them up with stats and analytics and all kinds of things. And it's great. People love it. But sometimes I feel like maybe you need to hear a little bit of a different perspective. I got you covered here today because the thumbnail said, who's leading the league in receiving this year? I could answer that question, or I could make a phone call and get someone else's opinion. Hang on one sec. Hey, you free?
I'm a headliner.
We're going to welcome in Scott Hanson of NFL RedZone, the program that provides all the scoring plays that happen every single Sunday. And Scott, back in 2009, you said that NFL RedZone would change the way that we all watch football, and you were exactly right. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your busy schedule so close to the NFL season here to have some fun with us.
Oh, I love it. Good to be with you, Jake. And you're making me feel right at home here. I mean, I actually am in my home in Los Angeles, but going double box right off the top. Strong move, strong play.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to figure out a way for us to go octo box, but I figured it would just be a little bit confusing right off the top.
True. We'll wait till September 11th, Sunday, week 1 for the octo.
Perfect. Looking forward to that. Now, I've been watching you for almost 10 years now on the NFL RedZone, and more than anything, since starting the YouTube channel we have here, I've gained so much respect for what you do each and every week because you make it look so easy. I mean, that's the thing is a lot of people think that we just turn on a camera, we talk football for a little bit, and then we turn off the camera and go home and don't do anything for the other 6 days of the week. I'm sure you have a great team around you because everything you guys do each and every week, it just looks so flawless. It's impressive.
Well, thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. Yeah, the audience at home, they think coaching an NFL team is simple. Mm-hmm. Quarterbacking an NFL team is simple. And then Hanson talking for 7 straight hours off the top of his head. I could do that. I love football. You know what I mean? Bob Costas, one of my heroes growing up in the sports broadcasting industry, once said, you know, everybody thinks it's easy. The next time you think it's easy, hit mute on your television and start talking. And record yourself and see if what comes out of your mouth over the course of 10 minutes rises to the level of idiocy, is his famous quote. It is harder than it seems. Now, I'm not saying I'm perfect at it or I'm great at it or someone else out there couldn't be good at it. I'm just saying, like you and I both know, it's there's a little Wizard of Oz going on here. It's not all just what you see is just as easy as is. There's stuff going on behind the scenes that's much tougher.
100%. Now we're just about a week away or so from the start of the regular season. Have you already started your week 1 prep? I know you got to do a ton of type of research to kind of get ready for these type of things.
Yeah, yes and no. Funny that you mentioned that. I'm sitting right over here. I'm an old man, so I still like hard copy.
That's me. I handwrite everything.
Yeah, it helps me put my fingers in the dough, so to speak. Like making my own spreadsheets and printing them out helps my mind get saturated with everything I need. So I'm actually holding a laminated schedule grid. There's every game of the regular season, color coded to Sunday night football, Thursday night football, international games, red zone games, non-red zone games. There's that. And then this is my final red zone stats from last year with, standings. I've got red zone statistics, what offense is doing in the red zone, what defense is doing in the red zone, rankings of every offense, defense, and special teams in the NFL, quarterbacks, kickers, touchdown scorers, yardage leaders, turnover, takeaway, giveaway ratio. I put that together every single week, but going into week 1 without the benefit of a week previous, of course, I'll start off with 2021's final statistics and kind of branch off from there. Next week, I'll dive, as you and I speak, we're 10 days away from the debut of RedZone. Next week, I'll dive into individual game matchups and make a printout sheet for each and every game with both teams represented, of course.
And it's got to be that preparation ahead of time that really leads to that confidence on Sundays, right? Because it doesn't seem like you're having to fumble through notes very often to look at rankings or stats. It's, in my opinion, if you put the preparation ahead of time, it becomes a little bit easier when it comes time to actually perform. Is that correct? Yes. Is that kind of how you see things as well?
Yes, I would say two things about that. One, our staff is awesome and supports me as the face of the show. Like I can't ask for anything more. Alan Flowers, our coordinating producer. You hear me say all the names at the end of the show. You might not, know them in person, but they're fantastic. And then in studio, I've got two right-hand men, Tim Galanians, Brian Larrivee. And if I ever miss a name, a jersey number, was it a 21-yard run or a 22-yard run? They've got it for me right there. And we almost do sign language, nonverbal communication, so they don't pick up on my microphone. But it makes me look a lot better than I am. But the second thing I would say is this. When I saturate my mind with all those facts, figures, storylines, quotes, whatever it is that I could be talking about, I tell people it's a little bit like a handyman showing up to a job at someone's house. That handyman shows up with his full tool belt. And whoever's home that called the handyman might say, oh, it's a plumbing issue. It's electrical. It's drywall. It's carpentry. A good handyman has his entire tool belt and he's comfortable and familiar with every single implementation that he could use on a job, so that when he finds out and sees what's the actual job that I'm on, oh, it's electrical? No problem. Seen that a million times, done it with this one right here. He's got the tools ready. That's a little bit what I feel like when I'm doing 7, 8, 9 games simultaneously. One or two of them is going to be the one that has the jaw-dropping moment or finish or whatever. If I have all the tools in the tool belt and I'm comfortable with all of them, I know which one to pull out at that right time and hopefully add to the audience's enjoyment instead of detracting from it.
100%. And you do a great job at that. I mean, obviously, you know that by the success of the show here over the last few years, but I kind of feel like I need to do my part here, Scott, to kind of help you out a little bit. I would be remiss if I didn't use this opportunity to let it flow a little bit. And our audience is pretty familiar with this. Typically on our live shows Saturday night, I only do 2.5 hours, Scott. I don't think I could last 7 hours. I do 2.5 hours.
Soft, Jake. I thought you were tougher than that.
I'm going to have to toughen up a little bit, I think. But part of that show, one of the things I do is I put on a child-sized costume helmet and I rapid fire answer fantasy football questions. Now, I am not going to sit here and ask Scott Hanson to put on a child-sized costume helmet, but I will take one for the team. I will put on the helmet, and I'd kind of like to have about 50 rapid fire questions I'm going to fire at you. Not all football related. We just kind of want to get to know Scott Hanson. Quick one-word answers. You're the king of just coming off the dome.
Pressure.
There's no pressure here, because some of these questions are. I threw some softballs in here for you, Scott. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get ready. I'm putting on.
Let's go. Who you got? Is that Panthers? Is it Carolina?
This is just the Panthers. This is the Panthers. Panthers. I am based out of Carolina. I am a born and raised Arizona Cardinals fan, but being in Carolina, I got to wear the Panthers helmet. So
got you.
Here we go. It's a little tight. It's meant for my 10-year-old son when he was, having Halloween costumes at one point.
Nice.
I'm going to tee up the timer here, and we're going to see how fast Scott Hanson.
I'm grabbing a football for this.
Perfect. Here we go. All right. So we got 5 minutes on the clock. I don't even expect you to take all 5 minutes. Okay. I hope this isn't more pressure for you.
No problem.
Perfect. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer, and here we go. What is your go-to game day food?
Scrambled egg whites and a turkey burger in the morning. The chefs at Network make it for me every morning, 6:45 a.m. sharp on Sunday.
Perfect. Favorite non-football sport?
College basketball.
Do you ever play video games?
Yes, often.
Will we ever see Scott Hanson in Madden?
I hope so. I would like to be in Madden.
I would like to start a petition for that. Which fan base gives you the hardest time on social media?
Oh, man. All 32. They all think that I slight their team. I'm like, don't talk to me. Talk to your offensive coordinator. Get inside the 20 more, and then we'll get you on.
Absolutely. Does pineapple belong on pizza?
It can, yes.
What's the hardest player name for you to pronounce correctly on air?
Oh, if I tried it right now, I would butcher it. Don't try any trap questions for me.
Okay,
no. Albert Okuebunam. There it is.
Can you spell it? Can you spell that?
Albert O.
There you go. We always call him Albert, are you okay? Because that's as far as we can make it too, Scott. So don't worry. Who do you believe leads the NFL in receiving this year?
Yards or catches?
In yards.
Devontae Adams.
Okay, perfect. You're starting an NFL franchise. Who's your quarterback?
Justin Herbert.
Love it. Mitchie Biscuits or Kenny Smallhands in Pittsburgh?
Mitch to start, Pickett to end.
Perfect. How do you fight off thirst for 7 hours?
The willpower of a ninja.
That's amazing. The last time you won your fantasy football league?
Ooh, a championship 3 years ago. I'm on a drought. Ugh.
Oh, I need to get you a draft guide, Scott. Let's see here. Perfect. Who is the 2022 Offensive Rookie of the Year?
2022 Offensive
This
Rookie.
year. Who wins it?
Oh, man. Is it too crazy? Just to, I mean, you got to go with one of the wide receivers. I'm getting stuck here. Damian Pierce is the name that just popped up because I think he's going to get all the touches, and I know he's everyone's fantasy darling right now.
Right now.
You know, if he ends up being what people expect him to be in fantasy, he might have yards and stuff. And I think all these wide receivers are going to have good numbers. I don't think one of them is necessarily going to pop so much. So yeah, give me Pierce.
Perfect. What's the favorite stadium you've ever visited?
Oh man. SoFi Stadium right in my backyard is awful sweet. And then Jerry World, AT&T Stadium is hard to beat in Dallas as well.
For sure. Nachos or soft pretzels?
Soft pretzels with extra salt, the big chunk rock salt with good sharp mustard.
All right. Do kickers belong in fantasy football?
Yes.
Okay. Which would you rather watch? MLB Homer Zone or Soccer Goal Zone?
MLB Homer Zone.
Okay. Is it boring to just sit back and watch a game with commercials now?
All my fans tell me that because when I get home and I watch Sunday Night Football, I go through my Twitter timeline and they're all like, this game is so slow, Scott. And I'm like, I'm with you. I got you.
Sweet tea or unsweet tea?
Unsweet tea with lemon.
If you ever need a co-host, can I be considered?
100%. You bringing that helmet?
Absolutely. I'll wear it on national TV. One personal item you can't live without?
My Bible.
Perfect. Has anyone told you that you look like Ryan Tannehill before?
Every day, all day.
Really?
And I'll take it because he's the best looking quarterback in the NFL. Better looking than Jimmy G.
Wow. There you go. Perfect. How about name one item on your bucket list?
Ooh, going to Machu Picchu. I tried to go. It's too long of a story for this rapid fire. I tried to go to Machu Picchu and I got stranded at the train station platform because some vandals destroyed the train tracks. Crazy story. Bump into me in an airport and I'll tell you sometime.
Perfect.
Get to Machu Picchu. Yeah.
Got it. What about a morning person or a night owl? Which are you?
I can do either, but I'm a little bit more of a night owl.
Okay. Do you text or are you more of a phone call person?
I like texts.
Perfect. Favorite current player to watch play the game?
Oh, I can't wait to see Russell Wilson in the Denver Broncos this year. I can't wait to watch Russ. I love all the players.
Yep.
Brady's the best, but of all time. But Russell is dynamic.
Perfect. Have you ever worn socks with sandals before?
With slides, yes.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Who is your biggest inspiration?
Ooh, professionally, Bob Costas back in the day, but I love all my fellow Syracuse Orangeman grads. Mike Tirico is one of my top. I admire him so much. I'll go Costas and Tirico, two of my favorite sportscasters.
And the timer is up. We have completed Let It Flow, but we didn't get through all 50.
Wait, come on, throw some more.
You want some more? Okay, we'll keep on going. This is bonus time.
Your show.
No, this is fine with me. We'll go bonus time. Let's see.
Go bonus time. Come on.
How many hours of preparation do you put into RedZone each week?
Oh, I've never counted it, but it's got to be 60.
Most underrated position on a football field?
The long snapper.
I was hoping you were going to say that. Let's see. Which team wins the most games this year?
Regular season games?
Yes.
Buffalo Bills.
What's one team that surprises everyone this year like the Bengals did last year?
The Chargers were a non-playoff team. I know some people are picking them already, but you got to remember the Chargers were a non-playoff team. They could be the Super Bowl representative in the AFC.
Have you ever heard the nickname Bobby Trees before for Robert Woods?
Yes.
Perfect. I created that a long time ago, and I get no credit.
Did you really?
Yeah. Let's see. Name a past player that you would like to see play in this generation.
Ooh, good one. Lawrence Taylor.
Love it. Baker Mayfield's now in Carolina. Are we going to see a bake show or a bake sale?
Bake show in week 1.
Okay.
And that could be, he could throw 4 touchdowns or 4 interceptions trying to crush his old team. It'll be a big show.
That's right. That's for sure. Butt fumble or double doink?
Butt fumble, because that's purely humorous. Double doink broke people's hearts.
Exactly. You can sit down and have lunch with one person in history. Who is it going to be?
Ooh, the Apostle Paul.
Love it. Love it. All right. We'll stop. That's pretty close to all 50. I think we got through about 40 or so. But I mean, the bonus time really is going to bump you up that leaderboard. I'm not going to give everybody bonus time, Scott.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you earned bonus time, though.
Now, was this just kissing up because you want to be the co-host of NFL Red Zone in the future?
I mean, no, I'm not. I didn't say that. You said that. No, but I mean, we like to do this. We like to have a good time. Like I said, trying to keep the questions pretty simple. You know, I mean, I'm not trying to.
No, it's fun, Jake.
To stump you a little bit.
No, I love it.
Trying to have a little fun. Let some people know who Scott Hanson really is outside of Sunday
football.
Football.
You a
right?
question.
Sure, go for it.
Yep. Everyone's hitting you up for fantasy sleepers. Give me your top 2 or 3. And I'm saying sleeper, meaning like a guy who's round 5 through 8 that could be this year's Cooper Kupp.
I love Juju this year. I think Juju is very, very underrated as the number 1 wide receiver option for Patrick Mahomes. Obviously, Kelsey's going to be 1A. Yeah. But when it comes to the wide receivers after Juju, you got Sky Moore, you got MVS, you got some guys who are going to get some big plays, some Mecole Hardman, but the consistency, the receptions, the targets got to go the way of Juju. So I love Juju here this year as one of my sleepers.
Okay.
As another one, Nyheim Hines in Indianapolis. I think we see a return to the pass catching role because Matt Ryan is known for checking down to running backs where Carson Wentz wasn't last year.
Yeah. Okay. Good one. I think I mentioned Russell Wilson earlier. I think the Denver Broncos wide receivers, they have a bona fide now throwing.
Yep.
And I think they're going to have some, I don't know if one of them is going to end up with the lion's share of it, but I think all those guys are going to get a bump. So wherever they're falling in an ADP, I like them a little bit more than what they're ranked at.
Yeah, 100%. Well, I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I know you're a busy man, so I got one more question for you, and then that's it. It's apparent you love what you do. Like it is, you see it every single day, whether it's social media or it's, on Sundays. Is there something else that you still want to accomplish?
In life or in sportscasting?
In either.
Okay, sportscasting. Yes, I've never been to or broadcasted an Olympics.
Okay.
I'd love to maybe latch on with the good folks at NBC and do some Olympic sport at some point. Mike Tirico is hosting it, and he's going to host it for Olympics and Olympics to come, much like Bob Costas, his predecessor, did, and Jim McKay before him. But Olympics would be fun. In sportscasting, anything else? I've done so much, and then
you've done almost everything.
Sport, yeah. And then in life, I've had some amazing experiences. I've run with the Bulls in Pamplona, Spain. Wow. I've climbed Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa. I've gone, great white shark cage diving off the coast of Mexico, Guadalupe Island. I've swam in the Amazon River. I've done some wild things. Maybe get to Antarctica. It's the only continent I've never been to. Maybe go down there and, write my name in the snow.
There you go.
Whatever we do. Watch some emperor penguins.
I mean, that's an impressive list. And it's great to see you're a great guy, Scott. I mean, like I said, I have nothing but the utmost respect for what you do each and every week. Looked up to you for a long time, but thank you so much once again for taking some time. I know the season's right around the corner. You're getting into the busy season. So the fact that you took a few minutes out of your day to hang out with us is very much appreciated. Thank you very much.
Love it, Jake. And to the Jake's audience here, stay with this brother. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's talking about. He loves his job. Just NFL Red Zone on Sundays, Jake for the rest of the week.
I love that. Love that. Awesome. So Scott Hanson, host of NFL Red Zone on Sundays. If you're looking for more information, head over to NFL.com/RedZone. Scott, it was a pleasure. Take care. Have a great season, my friend.
You got it, bud. See ya.
I mean, come on. We just got Scott Hanson of NFL Red Zone to let it flow on this channel. We need more people to come on here and let it flow like that. And maybe we will actually develop a leaderboard and see if we can find out who can answer the most questions in the shortest amount of time. Had a lot of fun with Scott Hanson. Hopefully you enjoyed that interview. If you did, leave that like and that comment down below. Let me know what you think. Had a lot of fun. real down-to-earth dude. Love myself some Scott Hanson. I've looked up to him for a long time. Dude is a class act in this space, and somebody who just makes his job look so easy. I can only hope to get to that level one day, but hopefully you enjoyed it. Like I said, if you did, leave that like, leave that comment. Look forward to talking to you guys down below in the comment section just to see how you enjoyed something a little bit different on this channel. But for now, I'm going to get out of here. Hopefully you have a great rest of your day, a great week, and we'll talk to you later.